What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from November 13th, 2019. This was AEW Dynamite results, the fallout of the AEW Full Gear 2019. So let's get right into it with your commentators, Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, and good old JR Jim Ross. They were at Nashville, Tennessee. And let's just get right into it. So the opening match we got, well, so first of all we got an update of Kenny Omega's health. That he's doing okay, but he's not going to be make it clear to compete. He's got a black eye, and he's being attended with, two of his dear friends, and who's part of AEW in the AEW Women's World Champion Riho and Michael Nakazawa. So there you go. So yeah, he's not clear to compete, and he ain't gonna get clear anytime soon. So that was basically the story of it, because of this whole unsanctioned lights out match with Moxley from Full Gear 2019. Speaking of Jon Moxley, we get Jon Moxley coming out to face Michael Nakazawa. Basically, Michael Nakazawa is fighting for the honor of his friend, Kenny Omega. He had he didn't want to have any baby oil involved in this match, because he tossed it aside, and he wanted to to get back at Jon Moxley for what he did to Kenny Omega. So they have a match, and Jon Moxley expose of him in a few minutes with the paradigm shift DDT, and gets the win. After the match, Jon Moxley gets a microphone and says, that match counts, right? Because his match against Kenny Omega from the lights out unsanctioned match, which it didn't count. But yeah, he said, he wants to make sure that counts. But he also says that he's a lot of things, but he is not a liar. He did what he said he was going to do to Kenny Omega, and Kenny Omega will never, will never be the same ever again. But he does respect him. He respects him, for going to the match against him, what pertains to all the weapons that they use, So it's good. And then Jon Moxley lay out a challenge to anybody. Basically, Jon Moxley wants someone from AEW to fight him. Basically, fight me. But no one came out though. But we'll get to who else accepting the challenge to fight Jon Moxley. Fight me. But we'll get that later. But yeah, it was a good promo though from Jon Moxley. We get the Dark Order, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson versus the Jungle Express, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt. Match was alright. The Dark Order wins. They won with the fatality. After the match, we got Evil Uno. He has a mask for Marco Stunt to give to him basically to join the Dark Order. Sorry, I'm learning it that way. For a match against to be Marco Stunt to become a member of the Dark Order. And Jungle Boy says don't listen to him and everything. And then the Dark Order has ordered the Creepers to beat up on them, and had one of the Creepers' masks to put on Jungle Boy. All of a sudden, we get the return of Luchasaurus. He comes out. He basically destroys everyone in his way. It was kind of like a video game in a way, where Luchasaurus is coming to the rescue of his fallen friends against the video game bosses, and to that extent, and to that prime of example of it, Stu Grayson and Evil Uno, meant to say, are the bad guys. So they went all to those henchmen, the Creepers. Luchasaurus did, until we get to the part where he's going to get to Evil Uno, but he takes a Grayson, Stu Grayson, and then Evil Uno ends up leaving. So that the evil boss, Evil Uno leaves, getting out of harm's way. So yeah, Luchasaurus is back, and he's back full time. We got Shawn Spears being accompanied by Tully Blanchard versus Peter Avalon being accompanied by Leva Bates versus Darby Allin. In the match itself, it was decent. In the match, you have Joey Janela, attacking Shawn Spears. Because it's a three-way match, it doesn't. It's no qualifications, But so Joey Janela takes the fight to Shawn Spears into the crowd, and then the match could continue on with Darby Allin and Peter Avalon in the ring, until finally Darby Allin gets the coffin drop onto Peter Avalon. Peter Avalon in this match was trash. That's all I can say about that one. But Darby Allin was good, and he wins. After the match, Darby Allin gets on the microphone and he says, "Jon Moxley, I accept." And the crowds went nuts, and even I was crazy for that. So, and we're going to be seeing that match. Well, actually, we already did see the match. This is me doing, catching up. Working to my video contents on YouTube. Nyla Rose versus Danny Jordan. Danny Jordan didn't last long. Danny Jordan had some little offense, but Nyla Rose, the native beast, ends up exposing her later, as she goes for the beast bomb, which is just a power bomb, and gets the win. So Nyla Rose still continues on and dominating, and she's trying to get back on her foot to gain her win streak back up, where it pertains to becoming a future number contender again, so. Tony Schiavone, he talks with Ali, interview here on the alleyway of the Rant Way. Ali says she feels like she's been doing very well on AEW Dark, and wants to show what she can do on Dynamite. And all of a sudden, the lights goes out, lights comes back on. Is Awesome Kong being accompanied by Brandy Rose. Ali brings the fight, but there was no match against Awesome Kong, and it's just like what they did with Bria Priestley from Full Gear from the buy-in. With the hair cut off, a piece of the hair cut off. The same thing was done with Ali, and that was it. So I guess they're gonna be collecting hairs. And there you go. We got to the AEW World Champion, Le Champion, Chris Jericho coming out. He said he's going to be a double champion by the end of the night, and further prove why he is the best in the world of all time. The best champion of all time, excuse me. And he said he still wants to thank you from the AEW roster, the AEW employees, and says that he's beaten everyone that was put in front of him. Even Cody said that Cody isn't good enough as he thinks he is, an entitled millennial son of a bitch. Also, then Cody Rhodes comes out. His music plays. I meant to say, excuse me. And it wasn't Cody Rhodes. It was actually MJF, basically using Cody Rhodes' entrance, to just to get a heel heat there. So MJF comes out and he says if he hasn't thrown in the towel on Cody Rhodes, his career would have been over. MJF says he's not the villain. Cody Rhodes is the villain. Cody couldn't give him any less of a shit about one of them. The real Cody only cares about himself. And this is MJF coming promo, by the way. MJF says that he continues to, the real Cody is a user, and just saw a young MJF as one of his puppets and never gave a damn about him. Says that Cody didn't want to put him under his wing. It was under his thumb. And says that he is the new face of AEW because Cody Rhodes, I am better than you, and you know it. And this was basically MJF turned that to Cody Rhodes, wherever he's watching. So then he goes to talk to Chris Jericho, because Chris Jericho was still in the ring. So MJF talks to Chris Jericho and says if he had her amount. He says to Jericho, if he had a Mount Rushmore, Jericho will be the third or fourth. And MJF says that he heard from a little birdie that Jericho wants him to be part of the inner circle. And Jericho says he heard MJF wants to join the inner circle. And they kept going back and forth, which it was funny though. It was hilarious. And then it says something about, we can agree on one thing. Cody Rhodes is a circle jerk or something like that. But it was funny interaction there. Now, is MJ? Some people were thinking to themselves after the show, is MJF part of the inner circle? The answer is no. I guess in a way he could be an associate of the inner circle, but as part of being a member of the inner circle, I doubt that. And neither should he. But anyways, also we get Cody Rhodes coming out, and and Cody Rhodes goes after both of them. Also, and we get the debut. Basically Cody Rhodes being about MJF and Chris Jericho, and then again, the debut. Finally, Wardlow finally comes out. Finally makes his debut to AEW, I meant to say, and takes out Cody Rhodes, assign himself with MJF. So it's gonna be MJF got himself a bodyguard here. MJF has got Wardlow on his side to do his dirty work. That's what basically the gist of it is. And you know what a great way to debut Wardlow, because Wardlow he is a beast. Based on what I heard, based on what I've seen, he is legit. And a legit wrestler basically. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Wardlow can do in AEW whenever he gets to have a match. But for now, he's just the muscle of MJF, just like Jake Hager is the muscle of Chris Jericho. Pac versus Hangman Adam Page, a rematch from Full Gear, which I don't agree with, because why do the match here again on Dynamite when you have people watching watching the Pac versus Hangman Adam Page Full Gear for $50, for those who are watching at home on pay-per-view. For the crowds, it's fine, but at the same time, for the viewers watching at home, why do this match again when you just already did this match back at Full Gear, when you have people pay $50 for it, and then also you just do this match on the card here on Dynamite to give folks to watch this match for free. I didn't like that. I did not like that. AEW needs to work on that, because this is the same shit that WWE has been doing that for years. This is the WWE has been doing the same shit for years, where they have wrestlers basically when they have the prices of the pay-per-views to be pretty a rip-off price and all that, in my opinion. But now with their WWE network, it's a steal, $10. But at the same time, there should be no excuse for WWE to still do these same matches the night after the pay-per-view, when you have people pay for the network for $9.99, just to do the match again, which people are tired of seeing matches again, especially if it's not even good. In WWE's case, it's never that good. Now, when it comes to AEW here, this match was good. This match was actually better than the Full Gear match, in my opinion. In the end, Pac gets the win over him and Adam Page. This was the rubber match, and this was part the if for them. When it comes to them having a match ever again. But we'll see how the we'll see how the future hold up on that. But Pac will get the win. With the brutalizer. We go backstage. Excuse me, sorry. We go backstage and we see the Young Bucks and Proud and Powerful fighting. Basically being the living hell out of each other. Easy for me to say. This backstage brawl. At one point, Santana opens the door. He throws Nick into the bathroom door, and also we see Orange Cassidy just standing there, and then Santana just slowly closes the door because he's probably creeped out of it. But the fight and then the fight continues, with the Young Bucks and Proud and Powerful, and this fight continue on stage, where Proud and Powerful took out the Young Bucks, especially Matt Jackson, where it pretends to double power bomb him to the stage. Nick Jackson was going to be taken out. Also, we see Brandon Cutler coming out. He tells us to leave. You done enough, and then it was like, okay, we'll leave. And then Ortiz, I love how Ortiz says this. He's like, hey, guess what? We lied. And then they start beating up on Brandon Cutler, who's friends with the Young Bucks. And also we got Private Party coming out to stop the Proud and Powerful and we get more separation. Or because they want a more chaos going on with other members of the AEW roster. So this will lead to a match, which I'll get to when I do more of these catching ups for my contents on YouTube. Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara being accompanied by Jake Hager versus SCU with Christopher Daniels at ringside for Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, which ends up being a good match. In the end, it was Scorpio Sky getting the win, picking up the win over AEW World Champion Chris Jericho for them to retain the AEW World Tag Team Championship. After the match, Chris Jericho ends up throwing a fissy fit and is like pissed off and all that, and just starts destroying stuff surrounding the ring, and the show went off the air because of that. So yeah. This was the fallout of AEW Full Gear on AEW Dynamite, and I thought this show delivered. Now, what's going to lead to in the future over to AEW more AEW matches, more AEW Dynamite shows. Hopefully, they'll start picking up more steam and to present a lot of these up-and-comers on AEW. Instead of doing the same old thing with Cody Rhodes and others that they've been doing video vignettes from the you gotta establish more of these you gotta establish new faces instead of just establishing old faces in AEW. In order for fans to tune in every Wednesday night. But we'll see what they do with that. So tomorrow wrestling for AEW Dynamite, this show from November 13th, 2019. I believe it was 5 matches. Let me just double check here. You had the AEW World Tag Team Championship. You have the rematch from Full Gear. You have a women's match. You had a 3-way match. Yeah, a tag team match, and you have an exhibition match. So okay, it was 6 matches. Let me just double check again. Let me just triple check it now, just in case. 6 matches. And my overall scoring for the show, 6 out of 10. 6 matches on the show. I'm gonna give this show a 6 out of 10. Good show though. It's a good show. And that being said, thank you all for watching. For It's Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. For this was your All Elite Wrestling review. What pertains to your AEW Dynamite review results, I meant to say, excuse me, the show from November 13th, 2019. Until next time, what pertains to All Elite Wrestling review, y'all take care, and I'm out.